And good afternoon, everybody. 12:30 here on this busy little day. And Brian Dust, are you having a great time on the cafe today?
No.
Okay, well, why not?
Because yesterday was great.
Yeah,
Today is pretty good.
Well, you did popcorn yesterday. I can't imagine.
That was
popcorn song.
That was a hit.
I guess so. A lot. It was popping, wasn't it?
It was popping.
Anyway, Dr. Kyla's here.
All right.
From F&M Pelvic and Health and Wellness and all that stuff. And do you know any popcorn songs off the top of your head?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I really don't.
When you do a theme like that, you really got to do some research on
Right.
that.
That's kind of impressive.
Thank you, computers.
Yes, it has helped a lot, no doubt about it. I'm doing female names and songs, so it's a little easier today.
Much easier.
Yeah, but you're here. Good to see you. We're on Facebook Live. Want to check it out. And what's going on with you guys? Staying busy, I guess.
Yes, we have been really busy. Today we are going to talk about our upcoming menstrual health classes. We have those coming up in October. They did sell out last time we did them, so we want to
It's a popular thing.
It is. It's very.
I guess.
So we just want to kind of bring that attention to everybody so they can start planning now if that's something that they want to do.
All right. So very interesting. Women need to know about things. And sometimes, if it's taboo, we can't talk about these things. It's like, well, every woman has them pretty
It happens.
well.
Yep. Or you should.
And you should. And it should be knowledgeable in this thing. And if you're not, maybe you might want to take one of these classes.
Yeah. So we actually got feedback from our last class that we're going to actually split the classes. So we're doing one for preteens and teenagers.
Okay.
And then we're going to be doing another one for more adult age, or like we're going into wanting to have children, things like that. So we're going to kind of split up the topics there a little bit more. That way we can cover more of a broad range of topics with each person.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So the ones for the preteens and the teens, that one is on October 18th. And the ones for, we're saying 18 and older, is on October 25th. And the name of the class is called the Menstrual Health Class, our fifth vital sign. So that's kind of a new thing that is starting to become more popular, is that our menstrual cycle really should be a fifth vital sign for women. It can tell you a lot about how your body is processing and how your body's functioning and all of that good stuff too. So,
and if you're having problems and stuff as well.
Yes. So
very interesting.
So in both of these classes, we're going to kind of go over, both classes will cover female anatomy, the different phases of the cycle. We talk about different period products. There are a lot of options out there, and there can be different ones depending on any symptoms that you could be having. That's a lot of things that isn't talked about a lot of the time. So that's something we go over. We do have a lot of samples in the clinic as well, so we can pull those out and actually show people what they look like, and we can instruct them on how to use them too.
Okay.
So that's really beneficial for people. We talk about signs of when your hormones may be off. So that is a big thing we see in our clinic a lot. We partner with a lot of functional medicine doctors to get our patients' hormones tested. So that's not something we can do in the clinic, but it's super helpful to have that knowledge to see where their hormones are, because that can be playing a lot of role in a lot of their symptoms that they're having.
Hormones can mess you up big
they can.
time if
they really
not
can.
right.
Yes, they really can. And it is fixable, so that is something that we always want to work with our patients as well. We do talk, and the class will talk about too, what to do if your periods aren't normal. So a lot of the times people aren't sure what's normal, what's not normal. Periods really shouldn't be overly painful. You shouldn't have to miss school or miss work for them. You should be having them pretty regularly, and we talk about ways to track those as well. There's different apps you can use, or different awareness methods that you can try to track periods as well. That way you can make sure you're knowing if any signs are off or if anything is becoming irregular.
Very interesting.
They've got apps for that now.
They do. They have apps for everything.
I guess.
They sure do. But it's very interesting. I mean, not being a woman, but I'm married and stuff, or menstrual periods, is it good to have them like it's coming like this week? And is that normal?
Yes. So you really should be able to track it down to days, if not the day of. Yeah.
Okay.
You really should be able to know. You can track. There's ways to track with looking at fertile mucus, temperature changes. So our temperature actually does change. So during ovulation, your temperature will increase. It's not a lot, but it's noticeable if you're tracking it. So that's a way to be able to tell. There's different ways with this. You won't know this unless you get your hormones tested, but hormones spike and fall during period time. So depending on where your hormone levels are at, it can tell you where you're at in your cycle. So that's always really interesting to find out as well.
Huh. That's me and Brian Dust are learning new things all the time.
It's actually kind of a fun fact here. A lot of professional women's sports teams do this. That way they can track and see when their athletes will perform their best. Sometimes if women athletes are overtrained, they will stop having a period, which is really not good for your body at all.
I would think not.
Yeah, so that's a way that they can tell if they're pushing their athletes enough, but not too much that their body's actually having issues. So it's actually really interesting. A lot of athletes will do that.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Which of these classes do you prefer to help teach and stuff? Is it the younger girls or the older ladies? I'm just kind of curious which one you like the most.
I would say it goes back and forth. I change my favorites all the time. But I would say today, I really like the younger population. I just remember going through that and just not knowing, like having no idea. They don't really teach you a lot. You know, you get your little class in school.
Yeah, but
that's about it. And if you don't have parents, that feel comfortable talking to you about it, or a woman in your life that's comfortable talking to you about that, it can be really confusing. And a lot of the different period products that are out there, there's things to look for. We always say go with the 100% organic cotton. There's no need for it to be scented. It can have a lot of bad ingredients in them as well. So that's another thing that we recommend our patients go to. It's called the Yuka app, Yuka. And you can scan any product that you buy, and it will actually go through every single ingredient that's in that product, and it will tell you on a scale of low, medium to high how much of a risk it is for you.
The Yuka app.
Yes.
I have not heard that one either.
Yeah. So it's very, you can go to any store and just scan the barcode, and it'll pop up and show you everything you need to know. And we usually tell patients to do that. That way they know. And you can do that for any product, your makeups, your sunscreens.
Oh, no kidding. It's just not feminine.
Yeah, it's for everything.
Product.
Yeah. So in America, there is a lot of products that have bad ingredients in them for us.
Yeah.
I think everyone can agree with that.
Yeah.
And a lot of them can be endocrine disruptors. So what that means, it actually can play a role in disrupting your periods and your cycles and things like that. A lot of the times there's estrogens and things that we don't even realize, plastics, things like that.
Wow.
So we always make sure that our patients are being aware of that, trying to drink out of like glass and stainless steel instead of plastic. If you have to put, you're warming your food up, always put it on a plate instead of warming it up in the plastic or the styrofoam, things like that. All of those things.
I did that yesterday wrong. Uh-oh.
Wrong.
Put it on a plate.
Okay, put it on a plate. Not a plastic plate either.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, so that's just another thing. It's just all those little things that a lot of the times, they're small, but if you're doing them every day or you have, you're using all your products that you're using that have these things in them, they can really add up over time and really start to affect you.
How do you spell that Yuka app thing?
Yuka.
Yuka. I'm going to remember that. That sounds useful.
Yeah, it is really awesome. Yeah, I use it almost every time I go to the store.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
You're that person.
I am.
I
am. You'll see me scanning things in the aisles. Yep.
We have this app called Ibotta that you get kick money back and stuff.
So you scan everything.
My wife, we scan everything. Watch out.
Yep, you'll see me doing that. No shame.
Yeah. So that's great. So the classes, when are they coming again?
Yes, so the ones for the preteens and teens, so that one is Wednesday, October 18th, and that one is $25, and that's for the family. So if you want to bring, if you have more than one daughter, if you want to come with them, so you can bring them all. So that's for the family. And then Wednesday, October 25th is the one for 18 and plus. And that's the one we'll be talking about periods as well, but also fertility awareness, things to do for infertility and things like that.
Would that be at your office?
Yes, both of them are at our clinic. And if you want to register, all you have to do is you can go to our Facebook page or our website, and there's a link that you can click on and go and sign up for that.
And you should, because you sold out last time,
right?
We
did, yes. Oh. And we do already have a lot of people signed up for this coming one, and we haven't really started marketing it yet. So you want to make sure that you get in here if this is something that you're interested in.
Standing room only, Brian.
That's right.
And time is always important. It may work for some people this time or maybe in the future. About how long, roughly, would these classes take?
Yeah, so they're about 2 hours each. This allows us to go through multiple slides. You'll get all the information that we go over. We have handouts for everything. We go over practitioners that we refer to if you want to get testing done. Like I said earlier, we'll have samples that you can look at and feel and touch and talk about too. And we also have a point at the end where we will just discuss any questions. If you have a question, it's likely that everybody else in the room is thinking the same questions. So it's always good to have a time where you can just openly ask any questions that you might have.
Sounds great.
Man, pretty big.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember when the gals had their class in school, because we like that because we got to go out and
Because you
have
got to split. Yeah.
we got an extra recess.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Yep. Yes, that's it. That's all we get.
But anyway, thank you very much for coming in. Very knowledgeable on the
Yeah.
subject, and always a pleasure talking to you.
Yes, thank you. We love it.
All right, very good. Brian Dust, I guess I'll talk to you on the drive home tonight.